It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They go play action with Burrow. On the move to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Finding room at midfield. 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Wow, first play of the game sees 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Extra point right down the middle, and it makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. White looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's more. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Steps away. He finds his man, complete. That's Wheeler. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings. Just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now White. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Online, ready?
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Bengals at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Burrow. Throw left side, going to be caught by Butler. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. It's still a completed pass.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
There we go.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Burrow on third down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 35 on second down. Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now White with a first down throw. Completes it to Davis. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Bengals 7. York kicking off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Burrow on play action. He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. Here we go. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Henry again on 2nd down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. And I think he got a yard to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will go to Henry out wide. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. That will not start at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, White. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wheeler. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's White. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. From the 45 on second down. White looking long for Thomas. Touchdown! A big play there. 45 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. York now for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
The score from 17. Bengals 10.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They begin with Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Eluding the pressure right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Burrow. And he fires one incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Juju Smith-Schuster, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point attempt to come here. gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. White. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, White. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Following the penalty, Chum. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now White. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. So nothing separating these 2 teams as we head to the break, all square. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They go with Chubb on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On 1st and 10, White. Over the middle, complete. That's Wheeler. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Here's White. Touchdown, Browns. Gabriel Davis, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
17.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. One of the best plays you got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow rolling to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The play fake, now White. They'll roll him out right. Wright's got it. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From the 39, White got his man complete over the middle. It's Wheeler. And he'll work this down inside the 30.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Off play action, here's White. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Second down and goal. White to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Stonewalled on second down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Bengals 17.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On one, ready?
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now it's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
3rd down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here we go, here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing
Touchdown! David Njoku from 19 yards away. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bengals 17. King York to kick off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From midfield now, Burrow. Check down here for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there?
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 111 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw here. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Browns, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll return